Alright, how's it going, everybody? We're back with some more Cold War. Probably just gonna hop back into some more of this stockpile mode. We'll see how this goes. It was pretty hit or miss yesterday, but I don't know. I mean, the concept seemed fun at least. It's like I was saying at the end of the video yesterday, I feel like this game mode could be really fun if it just wasn't so sweaty. Although somebody did tell me that apparently at least part of the reason why this mode is so sweaty this weekend, it seems, is apparently the XP that you get from this is pretty decent. So I would imagine some people are probably just sitting in this trying to grind out their season levels or whatever. Oh, hostile care package inbound. Ready? Here comes the fucking attack helicopter. Dude, I can't believe it. That's so fucking disgusting. Look at this fucking rodent. He drop shots and gets back up, turns around on his fucking 3 sensitivity or whatever it is he's playing on, and all the while doesn't even bother to let go of the fucking trigger. Is that an attack helicopter? I knew it. I knew it was gonna be an attack helicopter. I called it, didn't I? Yeah, all right, this lobby's a fucking wash. I'm out. So here's an interesting little bit of Warzone news for you guys. The good old Warzone hacking community is back at it again. It seems that banning 60,000 hackers did little to deter them because they are back and they are better than ever before. Now, what is it they're doing? What is the flavor of the day exactly? Well, apparently this time, the Warzone hackers have found a way to just apparently end the fucking game. Yeah, I saw this clip on Twitter. I don't know who posted it, but Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, and Courage all like replied to it. Some guy tweeted a clip of himself like dropping into a game of Warzone, and then after a minute, the game just like says that it ended and that he placed first. And then like the kill cam, I guess, is just like a dude running over another dude with a truck. But yeah, apparently hackers can now just end your game whenever they feel like it. I mean, at least you get the win, it would seem, but I thought I had tomahawks on. Whatever, man. I'm so just not focused right now, dude. Like, but yeah, so apparently Warzone hackers can now just, I guess, end the game if they don't feel like playing anymore. No. There's always somebody behind me, bro. There's just always somebody fucking sneaking up. But yeah, I mean, at the very least, I guess when the hacker ends the game, they have the decency to let everybody win. I mean, granted, I don't know if that actually counts as a win. Like, I don't know how that affects your record or anything like that. But I mean, it could be worse. They could just end the game and only give themselves the win, right? At least they're being somewhat, community-oriented about it. Fuck, man. Dude, I just missed these easy shots, bro. Yeah, my brain is not in this game at the moment. It's nights like tonight that I really just hate skill-based matchmaking, because I would love nothing more than to be able to just turn my brain off and not have to try, but as we all know perfectly well by now, that's just not really an option. Actually, you know, it's funny, and here's a bit of COD history for those of you who are newer to the franchise. Back in the day, that used to be part of the game. A lot of people who are newer probably don't know this, but back in COD 4 and I think World at War as well, I don't think this was fixed until Modern Warfare 2. Basically, there was no host migration system for when the game was peer-to-peer. Like, if you're really new, you just started playing with, like, Modern Warfare or Black Ops 4 or whenever they stopped doing peer-to-peer hosting. Basically, the way the game used to work was that one player in the lobby would be designated as, like, the host of the game. So basically, their Xbox or their PlayStation or whatever would essentially be the server for the game to be played on, right? And the thing is, back in COD 4, and I think World at War as well, but again, don't quote me on that. I only really remember this happening in COD 4. There was no system for the game to change hosts in the event that the host like rage quit or DC'd or something. So if the host rage quit a game, the game would literally just end. Like, it would just end. The game would just be over. But yeah, around Modern Warfare 2, I want to say, they finally made it so that if the host rage quit or DC'd or anything like that, basically the game would just pause, and then it would say like migrating host, and I guess it would just pick a different person. But yeah, like I was saying, back in COD 4, there was no system for that. So if the host like left the game or rage quit, that was just it. That was the end of the game. And man, this used to create so many problems. Like, you would get a map vote, and like if somebody in the lobby didn't like it and they just back out because they didn't want to play the map or whatever, the game would just end. Like, you wouldn't even start. It would just be a draw. Like, as a result of this host mechanic, I'm pretty sure I have more draws in COD 4 than I do in any other Call of Duty. And obviously the reason's not because I was tying games. It's literally just like, you know, the host would leave like when the score was 0-0 or like still tied or whatever, and the game would just end in a draw. Oh, come on. Had to be another sniper. What the fuck was that guy doing? Like, I know I missed those shots, but literally I missed because I was confused. I had no idea what the fuck he was doing. Like, he was just randomly running in circles for no reason. That's so weird. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened there? Wait a minute. What? What the fuck was that? I'm so confused, dude. But yeah, that's really interesting. I want to know how they're doing that. Like, these hackers, I mean. Like, I wonder how that happens, you know? Because, like, most hacks, even though they're, like, obviously far into the game, like, it's something somebody added, it's still usually just exploiting a game mechanic. Like, for example, the way aimbots typically work is, you know, the server that you're playing a multiplayer game on always has knowledge of where every single person is at a given time. So an aimbot typically will just, like, take advantage of that. So even if you can't see somebody, you know, you can see them through a wall or like a wall hack or something. That's usually how these things work, right? What mechanic exists in Warzone? That's so fucking stupid, dude. I hate when people jump and then I just automatically lose the gunfight. Like, that's somehow my fault. But yeah, I'm wondering, like, what is the mechanic in Warzone that allows a hacker to just end the game? Because I don't think there's private Warzone matches yet, are there? Like, I don't think they ever made that a thing. Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I don't play Warzone. Maybe there are private matches, but I don't know. That's just so odd. Actually, while we're on the topic of fun little Call of Duty news that I don't really understand, apparently the CDL players GA'd the M4, which is honestly hilarious to me. Actually, you know what? Let's use the M4 this game. Fuck it. I'm feeling a change of pace. But yeah, apparently the CDL has now GA'd the M4, so no more M4. I'm not sure what they're gonna use now. I guess the QBZ, because I know the AK is also GA'd, which it should be. The AK is super strong. But yeah, I was watching Octane talk about it, actually. He made like a video about it on his YouTube channel. And I mean, the reasoning seems solid. Like, he's upset about it for, you know, competitive balance reasons, because I guess they didn't really touch the 74U, which, I mean, I've said this a shit ton. The 74U is easily the best gun in the game in the hands of a good player, which obviously everybody in the CDL is gonna be a good player, you know? So, but anyway, yeah, like the reasoning for the GA, like it makes sense to me, obviously, like as far as balance is concerned. And Octane kind of humorously like called out Treyarch for it as well. Like he was basically saying like, yeah, you know, Treyarch doesn't seem to be too interested in balancing the assault rifles, which actually, if we're being honest, Treyarch really hasn't seemed too interested in balancing a whole lot of anything. I mean, I've said it how many times, guys? It's been months since the last time we had anything resembling a meaningful balance patch, and I would argue that this game is not anywhere near in a good enough state to just be sitting on, you know? Also, yo, if I can make it to the deposit point, I'm about to get like 8 billion points. Hold up. Is that guy actually trying to knife? Wait. Oh, you fucker. Wait. What the fuck? But yeah, I've been saying this since last year at this point. The whole idea of GAs and CDL is just kind of silly to me. Or rather, the idea of the necessity of GAs is kind of humorous to me. Like, don't get me wrong. I definitely get it, especially for like older CODs. Yo, what is this lag I am experiencing right now? Look at this. I didn't shoot anywhere near that fucking guy. But yeah, it's like if you're going to have a company sanction meaning like by Activision, competitive league for your game, why in the world should it be on the players to create a balanced environment for competitive play to occur? Also, dude, what is it, my internet or is it this server? I have no idea because I am lagging all over the place. But yeah, it shouldn't be incumbent on the players to create a balanced meta because the developers seem to be incapable of doing so. Like, with certain things, I get it, right? Like, GAing the snipers makes sense because the snipers need to be a certain way to be balanced for pubs. What? I'm so confused. I must be lagging my ass off, dude. There's no fucking way. Dude, is it the lobby or is it my internet? I don't get it. But like, aside from big things like the snipers or maybe like, I don't know, like banning, you know, fan favorite shit like the riot shield or whatever, I don't really understand the logic behind saying, oh yeah, let's leave it to the players to have to ban individual attachments or ban entire weapons in a category because they're just too strong. Like, obviously competitive is always going to be a completely different game from pubs, but shouldn't it at least attempt to be kind of the same? But yeah, that's just kind of like my gripes with the whole idea of GAing. Like, I understand why it's necessary from the player's perspective, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not knocking the players or anything. Like, obviously from a player's perspective, I absolutely understand why GAs are necessary. Especially this year where, once again, Treyarch seems thoroughly uninterested in making any kind of large-scale balance changes or anything like that. But you gotta wonder, like, from Activision's perspective, it's like, I mean, I guess from Activision's perspective, it's like, well, saves us work and having to balance our game. But anyway, I am 1000% tapping out there. Either it's my internet or the servers or whatever. I don't really feel like attempting to go on. Yeah, man, never a boring moment with those Warzone hackers, though. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, not for me, obviously. I don't play the fucking game, but who knows? Maybe they'll actually fix it this time. And yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.